yan.
Nag-a-addict mo.
Oo.
Alam mo na.
Check. Ang lakas
Check,
ko.
check, check, check. Check, 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 1, 2, check. Check, 1, 2, 3, check,
Ang
1, 2,
lakas
3,
ko.
check, check. Ito to.
Ito.
Ito, taas.
Ayan.
Check, 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 1, 2. Okay,
Lakas.
dinig mo ako, Lars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yung VTR.
Ito siguro. Ayan, oh, ayan.
Ayun.
Ayan, oh, malakas. Check, check, okay na.
Yung ambience.
Ito yun, kasama. Yung mic ng ano yan eh.
Okay, okay. Bye.
Port side.
Okay na, be. Bye. Franny.
Dito si Franny. Okay.
National anthem. We'd like to advise those wearing hats or baseball caps to please remove them while the national anthem is being played.
Ano yun? Hindi, para naka-ready lang siguro. Ay, ewan ko. Isa siguro dito. Check, 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 1, 2, 3, check, 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 1, 2, 3, check, check, check.
Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Hello, mic test, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. We are live inside the SM Mall of Asia Arena in what should be a classic PVL Saturday. First up for today.
Kanan pa daw kayo. At to your left pala, to your left.
All important.
Sige, sabi mag-stop. Tama ba? Ay, puro pa daw, sir.
Joining us wherever you may be. Before we dive deeper into our games today, let's hear from our protagonists. What legacy do they want to leave behind? They answer that question here.
Kuya Noriel mo na ka. Peng, walang dalang ano. Wala tayo ano. May isa ka pa, may extra ka pa. May extra ka pa, may ear.
We are live inside the SM Mall of Asia. Earbuds ako. First up for today, two unlikely semis contenders face off for an all-important cushion in the standings. It's the Army Black Mamba Lady Troopers taking on the PLDT high-speed hitters. Fanny Reed,
130.
joined by Eric
Kaya
Johnny
130.
Ziravan. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry, Riri! Nag-usap na kami kanina niyan eh. Ganun pa rin.
What legacy do they want to leave behind?
Ito na lang muna kaya.
Oo nga. There is a player.
Yan sa player. Riri, 1 minute kaya. Out mo muna to.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, check. Check.
The final week of the elimination round is coming up. So teams who want to secure a semi slot, the next few games are going to be very, very important. In today's 2022 Invitational Conference doubleheader, we have two teams tied in the middle of the standings and two of the tournament favorites. Unfortunately, tickets here to the Mall of Asia Arena are sold out. So you're going to have to settle for watching us on One Sports Channel 6, One Sports Plus Channel 261, Signal TV HD Channel 263, and on the apps, Signal Play and Smart Gigaplay. This is the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball.
Perfect receive, a perfect set, and a perfect kill. The MVP, another one, and he will score. Oh! Fatal atake with that full swing, which we have to see again. Valdez with the pickup, and that's it!
We are live inside the SM Mall of Asia Arena in what should be another classic PVL Saturday. We have two unlikely contenders for the semis. It's the Army Black Mamba Lady Troopers versus the PLDT High Speed Hitters. This is Franny Reyes, and later we'll be joined by Eric Tepan and Mosey Ravenna on the call. Again, thank you for joining us. Wherever you may be, all our games are live and available on One Sports Channel 6 and on One Sports Plus Channel 261. You can also watch the games on Signal Play and Smart Gigaplay. Now, our volleyball girls have a lot of love for the sport, and we got to ask them, what legacy do they want to leave behind? Let's watch this.
There's a lot of kids who are messaging me na, Ate Mitch, I want to be like you. So that really inspires me to be a better player every day. Na it's nice to know that a lot of younger kids gets inspired by watching volleyball through PVL.
Gusto ko maging role model sa mga kabataan ngayon para maging mas disiplinado pa.
Fear ng isang athlete ang ma-injured, lalo na ACL. Akala ko talaga it's the end of my journey sa volleyball. Kahit anumang setbacks na nangyari sa life mo, hindi siya excuse para tigilan mo na yung dream mo. As long as yung attitude mo align, driven ka, and center mo si God sa lahat ng goal mo.
Ginagawa namin lahat 100%. Yung inspiration namin talaga yung mga fans, ma-inspire din sila. Hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa sarili din nila.
Maging porsigido lang sila sa passion nila sa volleyball. Natural mo pagod, pero wag mag-give up.
Mas masarap sa pakiramdam yung pinaghihirapan mo lahat ng bagay bago mo siya makuha.
we heard from our girls, they want to inspire a younger generation of volleyball players. Now let's head over to Eric and Uzi to talk about our two teams today.
All right, thank you, Franny. Great feature, though, because you see, aside from the pressure of winning, there's the pressure of being role models to the fans and also the pressure of avoiding injury and you know, staying healthy.
That's right, Eric. Especially now, marami tayong challenges na na-encounter. Talagang staying healthy, it helps the team a lot.
Right. Okay, we mentioned earlier at the Open that we're down to the final few games of the elimination round. Here's the standing so far.
Well, yes, you can see, Eric, middle of the pack, yung dalawang teams na maglalaban today, Army and PLDT, with only 3 game days remaining. Right. This battle of the two teams right in the middle of the standings could decide whether they will go up or probably be eliminated. So very important talaga yan. Army won against Chocomucho last time out because short-handed yung Chocomucho. That time, a lot of players were there. But PLDT naman, on the other hand, also pulled off an upset against Petrogas. So talaga namang ang exciting na mga games natin.
All right, and let's talk about PLDT. They have 3 players in double digits coming into today's game, that win versus Petrogas. And their top player, Jules Samonte, in that game. We'll take a look at highlights of Jules and her performance in that very tough, grueling win. That was your game, Mosey. That 5-set win by PLDT.
You had to remind me.
You know, because I know that you saw this game, you covered this game, so obviously you have a deep insight about this matchup.
So yes, it was a great game actually. The two teams really wanting that win. You can see it in their faces. But for you know, it was a seesaw battle. But in the end, PLDT pulling off that upset against Petrogas, who was also looking for their first win in this tournament so far.
Look at the numbers of Jules Samonte. Excellent performance in that game. She keeps on getting better and better each and every game. And joining us today, joining me and Mosey, Jules Samonte with us in the panel to talk about her performance and this matchup. Hi, Jules.
Hi.
Welcome. Congratulations. You just keep on getting better and better. According to Coach George Pascua, he has so much confidence in your game right now. What have you been doing in the off season and prior to the games to meet the expectations of the coaching staff?
Prior season po, I made sure to do my own work po. I look for a training program which is under Coach Dwight De Mayo. And then during training po, I just accept yung mga tinuturo nila coach and also especially from my teammates. Dami po ako natututunan from each and every one of them. So yun po yung nagpapa-boost ng confidence.
That's great, Jules. And I know you're a hard worker. Pero what would it mean for the team to get into the semifinals, Jules?
I think it's a pretty big deal for all the teams naman to be able to play in the semifinals. But for this one, I'm not sure when PLDT last played for semis. But if we do get into semis, then we'll work even harder and we'll train even better.
Well, I want the fans to have an idea of what you guys have planned in today's game. What's the game plan versus Army today?
Well, every training po, syempre, game plan is to win and to just work together as a team, do whatever we've been practicing for, and show them what we've got.
All right. Well, Jules is being coy. She doesn't want to give everything up, so thank you very secret muna. All right. Thank you very much. Good luck with the game later versus Army. We'll take a quick break and give you more action right after these. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. We talk about the other team in our first game of your Saturday doubleheader, the Lady Troopers. They're coming off a 4-set win versus Choco Mucho, and one of their key players there, Ivy Perez, with a spectacular performance. We have highlights of that performance, and she did everything for this team in order to succeed and get a 2-1 win-loss record. Her, of course, and Jules Samonte, who will take charge for their teams in just moments from now. Now we go to Franny Reyes for this feature.
Yes, those were some great questions for both Jules and Ivy. But now we have a question for a very active community on Twitter. So if you'll see on your screen, the question is, which players from Army or PLDT do you trust the most in big games? Tweet us with the hashtag PVL Twitter and hashtag PVL Invitational 2022 and get your tweet on the broadcast. Now moving on from Twitter to Instagram, Army has been having quite the conference, and the vibes during their trainings might be a big factor to their success. So here's Michelle Morante's IG story from a few days back. The Lady Troopers are having fun even as they assemble the court they train in. And you know, I was inside the dugout. Part of their warm-up is to do a Zumba routine, and you know, good vibes all around. And I think that's their secret to claiming their win for today's game.
All right, thank you very much, Franny. Having fun, working as well, that's the secret.
Yeah, yun nga sabi ni Ivy kanina, I think she felt parang yung maganda raw yung vibe, maganda yung groove inside. So, very light lang siguro yung atmosphere.
Well, the vibe right here is very energetic inside the Mall of Asia Arena. Which team will advance? Which team will fall back? Lady Troopers. And this team coming up, it's going to be a very exciting one. We'll come back and give you set number 1 right after these.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our officials for this match. First referee, Erlindo Eusebio, national referee. Our second referee is Joy De Imus, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for Army Black Mamba Energy Drink. Middle blocker from Arellano University, number 2, Private N. Esquera. Outside spiker from the Far Eastern University, number 3, Staff Sergeant Joanne Bunag. Center from the National University, number 4, Private Ivy Perez. Opposite hitter from Central Philippines University, number 18, Captain Sergeant Jovelyn Gonzaga. Outside spiker from the University of San Agustin, number 14, Private First Class Nene Bautista. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 21, Private Jeanette Villarreal. Starting libero from the Rizal Technological University, number 10, Sergeant Angela Nunag. Interim head coach for Army Black Mamba, Technical Sergeant Rico De Guzman. And now the starters for the PLDT high-speed hitters. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Mika Reyes. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 4, Jules Samonte. Opposite hitter from the Far Eastern University, number 10, Chin Basas. Center from the University of Santo Tomas, number 12, team captain, Rhea Di Maculangan. Middle blocker from the University of St. LaSalle, number 13, Del Palomota. Outside spiker from Central Philippines University, number 17, Fiola Ceballos. Starting libero from the University of the East, number 8, Kat Arado. Head coach for PLDT is George Pascua. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
Take a look at the starting lineup of the Lady Troopers. A little bit of a change here. Joanne Bunad will be part of the starting lineup. She did not play in the last game. Will take the place of Mitch Morente, Moji.
Yes, that's right, Eric. I think Mitch is under the weather, so alam mo na may precautionary measures that we're doing here sa PVL. That's why pahinga muna si Mitch.
No change in the starting lineup of the high-speed hitters. Samonte with 18 points. Coming into today's game, Chin Basas with 13 and Mika Reyes with 13 as well. They are the three players that led high-speed hitters against the Angels in that 5-set win. This matchup, very important. Both teams at 2-1 in the standings. And obviously, one will move forward, the other will fall down to 2-2. And we were talking earlier, Moji, the magic number to make it to the semis is 4 wins.
Yeah, para sure, no?
Which Signal already has. Samonte with her first point.
That's why, Eric, you feel that each game now that you watch, you feel that certain sense of urgency within all the teams, no? Because they know that they have to climb up that standings in order to get to the second phase. Diba? Kaya kahit yung bakbakan ng Petrogas and PLDT was such an exciting game because, you know, Petrogas syempre hanging on to dear life.
Dump attempt by Samonte, picked up by Gonzaga. There's Bautista attacking. Basas with a cut shot. Gonzaga, yes!
Gonzaga is just playing so splendid in this tournament. And actually, when you look at the Philippine Army team, you can see even their physique. Parang in many conferences, this is, I think, the most fit that I see them, and even their movements inside the court.
Basas unable to get it up and over the net. So Army takes the lead here. Well, it's nice to see Army playing together with a good record so far in the eliminations. Gonzaga.
Oh, once again, Dominic Gonzaga just killing that one.
And she was talking during that feature in the Open about, you know, how she thought she was never going to recover from the ACL injury she suffered in 2017. But look at her now.
Oh, brand new.
Yeah. Samonte gets it across. Villarreal rejected at the net.
Oh, that was well read on the other side. You know, ang PLDT in their last game, that the biggest advantage to Petrogas was the 16-6 gap in blocks. 16 block points coming from PLDT in that match.
And 8 of those coming from Mika Reyes.
Parang 5 kay Palomata.
Yeah.
Just doing their job.
4
from
from
blockers.
Yeah, 4 from Palomata.
Oh.
There's Reyes with a push. Tied at 3. Let's go to Franny Reyes.
I actually got to speak with Ellie Soyud, who had a powerful showing against the Petrogas Angels and helped secure the win for their team. And she was telling me that, you know, what was going through her mind during those last fourth and fifth set was, you know, how can she contribute? How can she help this team? And she told me na may hugot pa yun kasi they always lose to Petrogas. But now that they're here against the Army Black Mamba, tuloy-tuloy yung sinimulan nila versus the Petrogas Angels. And what was important to them that they discussed with Coach George was that they know how to win and they learn how to win, and they're taking that with them They're bringing that experience from that game just so that they can secure the win today.
Ellie Sawyer coming off a 7-point performance. She came off the bench, played in every set.
Correct. And siguro kung nare-remember ko, na my recollection, just one error at lahat.
Wow.
Parang kill spikes ang binigay ni Ellie Sawyer. So contribution at contribution na. Marami siyang naibigay.
Angela Nuna crashing into the barrier after that excellent kill by Fiona Ceballos. There's Ceballos knocking it in. Ceballos 6 points, 14 receptions in the win versus the Angels. There's Angela Nuna sacrificing her body.
Well, Ceballos got a lot of receptions that game. Parang siya yung naging target, no?
Yep.
She had a lot of mga 38 attempts.
Basas. Short.
You know, yung PLDT, Eric, they should really capitalize on the absence of a Mitch Morente and also Royce Tobino. I think si Royce sa school naman, you know, yung may inaasikaso. But that is what PLDT should look at.
Yeah.
Diba? Kulang sa firepower because alam mo naman, yung dalawang yan really brings in a lot.
That's
also.
Right. 2 wing spikers out of commission today for the Lady Troopers. Bunag with the attack. Makulangan for Basas. Perez was right there. Poor pass from Esguerra. Nika Reyes picked up by Perez. Gonzaga to Esguerra, blocked again by Reyes. Gonzaga with a push. Kat Arado with a save. Ceballos, Perez. And Gonzaga with the attack. What a dig by Samonte. Basas. That could have been out.
That's right. Si Villarreal, nandun na siya sa dulo, no, ng back row court. Halos sa line na, but she took that hit.
Could have been was higher. Nika Reyes, 13 points, 8 blocks, like what we talked about earlier in that 5-set win versus Petrogas. Great pass by Nunag. Gonzaga with a push. Nobody there behind for coverage.
Just with the right amount of power. Gonzaga getting that pass right as we take a look at it once more. Salitin right niya na yan kanina na wala ni Kat Arado.
Gonzaga has all of the 3 attack points of RV so far. 5 serving 6. Combination play. Ceballos will score again. Ceballos out of the Central Philippine University Golden Lions. Excellent play drawn up here.
And last time out, Eric, PLDT was able to win that game. Almost all of them contributed, di ba? Si Basas quietly, but with her numbers. Ellie Sawyer, si Ceballos also gave in 7 points yata, gave 6 points.
There's Esguerra with the score. She one of the double-digit scorers for the Lady Troopers versus Chocomucho.
Now serving
Army still trailing by 1, 6 serving 7. Palomata will score. High-speed hitters leading by 2, 8-6 versus the Lady Troopers in the opening set. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena for the first game of your Saturday doubleheader. PLDT leading by 2, 8-6. Overpass there, but a good block by Ivy Perez. Samonte, Perez picking it up. And here comes Nere Bautista. It hit the antenna off the block, Mozi.
You know, yung advantage with the Army sometimes is you see the beach volleyball players. Ang ganda mga reaction, yung reflexes nila, especially when it's near the net. May certain advantage na nakikita tayo eh.
Bautista, as you all know, is a beach volleyball player. She did not actually play in the last Open Conference. Was practicing with Jovi Gonzaga in preparation for the SEA Games. That was a pancake shake by Ceballos, but it didn't go up. There's George Pascua on your screens. 2 straight points for the Lady Troopers. This was the last one. We're tied at 8. Dibakulangan to Palomata. Blocked by Bautista. Samonte. What a dig there from Gonzaga. Samonte. Gonzaga again picking it up. Bautista with a push. Palomata with the up. Kat Arado sending it to Samonte, and she comes up short.
Samonte, that wasn't, she wasn't in the best position, just jumping for that one. She was a bit far away from the net. Did not angle that well.
Army, this is a 3-point run for the Lady Troopers. They now lead by 1. That serve is long for Anis Guerra. There is interim head coach Rico de Guzman. Kung Fu Reyes unavailable today.
Now serving for PLDT, Del Palomata.
Del Palomata from Calibo Aklan. Says her move, she used to be with Army. And now playing for the high-speed hitters.
Ang dami natin players ka ganyan until they find their real home. Ganun naman eh, meron ka talaga yung position kasi yan, Eric eh. So sometimes you find your house here when you don't fit. Diba? Kailangan ng ganung position. And yun eh, ano mo pa, usually nagtatagal ka na dun sa team na yun.
Ivy Perez. She had 1 block in the game prior to their win versus Chocomucho, and then 2 blocks. And we mentioned 27 excellent sets and 9 points. 2 aces as well. I mean, she's doing everything.
That's right. And imagine, 9 points last game. Before that, 10 points.
Right. Samonte, what an angle! Even one of the better liberos unable to pick it up.
So better position for Jules. Better result.
And how about Jules Samonte as well? She was a middle blocker in college, moved to a wing spiker, and she's flourishing.
Actually, si Jules, dami rin possession. Maganda rin naman, you have a dual possession sa volleyball. It's an advantage also. But in this team, I think naging comfortable siya din sa open possession.
And sabi nga ni Coach George Pascua, I mean, she was open to the change. Ivy Perez almost crashing right into us here. She was open to the change, and you know, she looks comfortable in her new position.
Well, that's the first step in development naman. You should be open and you should parang feel na you can do it, diba? Pag ni-resist mo kasi, that's it, diba?
PLDT making a little bit of a run themselves. They're back up by 1. Great pass. But a better block there by Mika Reyes.
Mika Reyes once again guarding the middle portion of the net.
And apparently that actually didn't even cross the net because
4 touches yet.
Lady Troopers are called for 4 touches. So maybe just the presence of Mika Reyes right there intimidated, you know.
Nakaka-intimidate talaga. And even Palomata, that's why every rotation, ang PLDT, yun yung sa akin, yun yung advantage rin nila.
Pass too strong and clipped the net. So Nene Bautista, her 3rd point.
kaya sa Army you see a lot of ad-libs, diba? Kasi mga beach volleyball players sila eh. So yung mga sungkit when it comes to reception or yung mga digs.
Gonzaga is blocked. Team Agnos in the game for the first time. Joanne Bunag. And again, using the blockers.
No experience, as you can see right here. Joanne Bunag just getting that point. Tama ka, use the blockers on the other side.
Combination play again. Basas. Bunag got surprised, but Team Agno is right there. And a chance ball here for PLDT. Yeah, it didn't cross the net, according to Erlindo Yusebi, our first referee. So RB retakes the lead, and they get an ace on a serve by Nene Bautista. He's got the pad. This Army team is just resilient, Mosey. I mean, you can try and attack them, but they play such great defense.
Yun nga, exactly. That's why taas lang na taas yung bola. That's
Yeah.
why they're able to like come up with whatever attacks they can, diba? Yun naman ang maganda sa Army.
That's right.
And also once they get a really good first ball, nandiyan si Ruben Gonzaga, diba?
Ivy Perez does an excellent job of getting her offensive players involved.
Nandiyan pa si Mitch, diba? So very steady rin naman yung offense.
It's a good pass. Gonzaga. Block. Nunag is back on the floor. Joanne Bunag now with a soft touch. Excellent play.
And talking about experience, ito na, John Bunag, twice over. This time going for an off-speed, placing that so well.
Bunag was a former PLDT high-speed hitter. Yun yung pinag-usapan natin. Players just moving around until they find their perfect fit. A service out for Jeanette Villarreal, who scored 8 points versus Choco Mucho. Villarreal getting some tips from interim head coach Rico de Guzman. Nika Reyes back in the service area. A 3-time UAAP champion. Good serve.
There you go. Nika with an ace.
Third point for Reyes. Next point takes us to our second technical timeout. Much better received there from Jovi Gonzaga. Bunag will attack. She's blocked. Agno will set it up. Gonzaga again. Yes.
And you just love that low set going Jovelin's way.
Lady Troopers leading by 1, 16-15 over PLDT in the opening set. Samonte and the rest of the high-speed hitters down by 1 against Anis Guerra and the Lady Troopers in the opening set. Kaya di makulangan to Cepalios. That's going to be 4 touches.
Right call.
2-point lead now for the Lady Troopers. Both teams tied in the standings at 2-1. Chin Basas. Ivy Perez to Joanne Bunag. Bunag with a couple of points already. They go to the middle. Anis Guerra picked up by Samonte. Basas again. Yes!
Basas, you know, I called her the silent operator because every game it's here, parang quiet din. Pero when you look at her numbers, double figures.
Yeah, 13 points in her last game, although 19% efficiency from the field, though. That must improve. Esguerra in the middle, partially blocked by Palomata. Del, cross court, picked up by Gonzaga. Perez will set it up for Bunag. Di makulangan, goes to the other side, Ceballos. What a dig by Agno. Bunag fires one in and clips the line.
Yung kanina, it was just a bait, no? Si Bunag parang tinatapik-tapik lang, pinapalo-palo lang. Nung nakakuha ng buwelo, was able to get that very powerful kill.
Here it is again. Few substitutions happening for PLDT. Wendy Ann Semana is in along with Ellie Soyuz. There's Semana on your screens. Played off the bench in all of the sets. Did not score for PLDT in that 5-set win versus Petrogas. Tatarado.
Oh.
Excellent chase down. Chance ball for Army. 1-2 play there for Ivy Perez. There's a net touch. Going to be called on Palomata.
What an effort though from Tatarado.
There's Palomata landing right on the net. Timeout here by PLDT. They're down by 3.
Pinapahirapan yung volleyball. Kalma lang. Hindi natin kailangan madaliin. The more na magmadali kayo, nawawala kayo sa composure. Basic volleyball lang naman eh. Ang receive, malapit sa net. Nasa likod ng setter. Ganun lang naman kasimple yun eh. Ngayon, blockers, middle. Pa-block. So gamitin niyo yung purpose niyo sa court. Hindi pa pwedeng trabaho niyo, ibigay niyo sa iba. Hindi, hakbagan yung paan ninyo. Pag didepensa tayo, ano dapat yung reaction natin? Alam na nga natin pupunta yung ball, hindi pa tayo nag-react. Pwede din.
According to Coach Pasqua, move your feet.
Back to basic.
Back to basic. Do your roll.
Yun isa-isa pa din, Coach George, yung basic talaga na volleyball. Well, sometimes yun nga, pag nagkakagulo naman sa loob, you just have to go back to the basics of things. Let's see.
Another great play defensively there as Bautista knocks it in. Great defense turns to great offense for Army.
I was gonna say, and that it wasn't easy for Nene Bautista as much as she's a tall player. Look at the players in front of her. It was Ellie Soyod and Del Palomata, and yet she challenged them and won that point.
Bautista now with 5. Coming off a 9-point performance. Semana will set it up to go to Palomata. That's double contact. To be called on Anis Guerra.
17-20. Now serving for PLDT, Fiona Ceballos.
3-point game. 17 serving 20. Great anticipation there by Palomata, blocking the 1-2 play by Perez. Bautista. Semana. There's Palomata. Bautista tries again. Ceballos picking it up. Semana. Soyud with a tip. Quick reflexes by Bautista. She defends, she attacks. Samonte. And that point going to be awarded to Army.
And you know, when it's that kind of volleyball, yung parang saves and mga takbuhan ng mga Army doon, again, ano, because of yung mga reflexes nila, sometimes you can see yung pagkangatang ng bola, di ba? Tinataas-taas lang and they're able to counter-attack kahit low balls.
Back to a 4-point lead for Army. Soyud blocked. Excellent defense, not just on the floor, but even up top for the Lady Troopers.
And you just feel that yung Lady Troopers, very mindful sila na kulang sila today. Ano? So may extra push on the movements inside. May extra effort on getting to the ball and setting it.
Substitution for both teams. Jem Gutierrez will check in for Army. Jesse De Leon checking in for PLDT. Eli Soyud. Perez. Villarreal. Saved by Kat Arado. Jules Samonte, that's into the net. As Army pulling away with a little help from errors of PLDT.
So si Kat Arado naman is all around Clark, trying to save that ball. It's the attacks, yung mga errors pa din ng PLDT.
Last time out for Coach Pascal. We'll listen in.
Gusto nyo kasi madaliin. Kumbaga sakyan, pero meron muna. Gusto nyo, tersera ka agad eh. Hindi a-under yun, a-under man yun. Wala tayo sa control. Kontrolin nyo muna yung emosyon ninyo. Kontrolin nyo muna yung sarili ninyo. The more, gusto nyo, sineset pa lang. Patay na kagad ang bola. Huwag nyo madaliin. One at a time lang. Pag nakuha nyo na yung range ninyo, composure nyo yan, di sige lang.
Ate, iaangat namin yung depensa sa likod, pumalo kayo sa harap.
That's Villarreal. There's the sacrifice made by Kat Arado. That shot falls short for Samonte. Army is on an 8-2 run late here in the opening set.
Yun yung ayaw ni Coach George. Kasi pag madali ang laro, yun nga yung binabanggit ko kanina, mas pabor sa Army kasi yung ganong klaseng laro.
And the errors continue, Mosey.
Just too much coming from PLDT. Tama rin yung sinabi ni Coach George, composure. Relax, parang kailangan settle. You have to settle down because as you can see itong PLDT, just a lot of players that can actually produce mga hits, di ba? Pero yung mga errors are just not helping them.
Oh, Ivy Perez again, very active offensively. Pushes it in. And the run goes all the way to the finish for Army. They win 25-17 against PLDT in the opening set. (25-17). Lady Troopers versus the high-speed hitters at the end of set number 1. And we take a look at some of the highlights.
That's right, Eric. As you can see, it was a good first, in the beginning of this first set. Kasi halos habulan lang nahabulan. And PLDT playing steady. But eventually, ang Philippine Army, nung they were able to get that rhythm at naging mabilis yung laro, it was harder for PLDT. And in fact, it was Army's game naman, yung mabilisang counter-attacks.
That's right.
So, as you can see, 5 more attack points for the Lady Troopers. Block points, the same lang naman. But yung errors nga, just too much coming from the high-speed hitters. So, yun yung kailangan siguro mindful yung PLDT.
Well,
they have to lessen their errors,
that's
Eric.
right.
It was just too much in this first set.
Army finished off set number 1 with a 10-2 run.
Wow. Yun nga kaya sabi kaya timeout si Coach George na relax, yung settle down. Kasi nakikita niya, yung pace ng Army yun mabilis na laro. So, and instead na nakaka-counter-attack si PLDT, nagkaka-error siya.
Well, let's see if they can impose their style here in the second set, talking about PLDT.
As we mentioned, all the tools naman makikita mo sa PLDT, di ba, in every position. So yun lang, kailangan siya nga siguro to settle down and not commit errors.
Well, they pick up exactly where they left off. Sparked with an error here in set number 2 by team captain Brea de Maculangan. Perez, 27 years old, and she's never played better so far throughout her career. That serve is long though. So both teams trading easy points here in the second set. Jovi Prado playing sparingly. From reports, it's been said that she's trying to recover from a knee injury.
Oh, that's why. Kasi you also know naman the power of Jovi Prado.
A rare misreceived there by Tin Agno. Jules Samonte gets the service ace. Coach Pascua looking on. Mas bagay kay Coach yung white hair na, no?
Oo, may pagka-foreigner effect Tapos, di ba, parang olive skin bigla si Coach George
It matches, ano?
Yeah.
Matches the skin tone. Nene Bautista, that's going to be 4 touches. Let's go to Franny Reyes.
Earlier, the panel told me that Jovi seems to be in peak form. So I asked her about, any preparations, any mindset that she had coming into this conference. And she actually told me that it wasn't in her head because she came out fresh from the national team for beach volleyball, but that did help her stay in peak condition for this conference. Now, I asked her if anything has, changed with her. How has she grown since the start of this conference? And she actually told me that her level of leadership has increased. She's much more hands-on, and I actually saw that earlier in the first set during the huddle. She would be the first one to get to the coach. She would be bringing her teammates with her. She would pull Ivy Perez aside just to talk to her and, make sure her head is in the game. And it's this kind of leadership that helped Army, all throughout this conference. Now, she told me that this is a must-win for them to secure their tickets for the Final Four, and let's see what happens in this set.
Mika Reyes coming off her 4th point of the game. A win by Army here. They're going to be a game away from a semi-slot. They will get a 3-1 record if they beat PLDT. They're lifting violation against Villarreal.
It's a catch. Well, only 3 game days left, Eric.
It's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday. And we have a 3-game slate on Saturday as well. Nice serve by Reyes. So she comes off an attack, a service ace, 5 points for Mika Reyes.
Remember, si Mika Reyes was a big part of that win last time out. So eto na, nagsastart na yung mga contributions. Yeah. This time coming from the serve.
Much better received from Nunag, who's in the game. Gonzaga falling down. She hit the stanchion. The rally still continues. Gonzaga will attack. Palomata with that 6-3 height advantage reaches and blocks it. Basas Gonzaga. Gonzaga again. What a dig by Samonte. Basas against a double block. Joan Bunag rising. Samonte picking it up. Longest rally so far. And Del Palomata finishes it.
There you go, the confidence of Del Palomata on that last play. Pero alam mo, unbelievable lang itong si Jovelyn Gonzaga. Pag sinabi mong 100% yung pagbabalik niya, nakita mo yung oh, talagang humawak pa siya dun sa stand and just to get to that ball. Minsan kasi yung when you come back, no, yung physical, okay. But sometimes yung mental oh,
right.
naiiwan ng konti. But you don't see that in the...
Oh, lucky break here. Jeanette Villarreal unable to get it across the net, but there was a net touch
before the ball came down.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
For Army, though, still a long way to go. They're down by 4 after winning set number 1 by 8 points. Serve is way low for Villarreal. PLDT up by 5 here, 8-3 versus Army, set number 2. A strong start for the high-speed hitters here in set number 2. They're up by 5, 8 serving 3 against the Lady Troopers. And another great finish. Del Palomata with back-to-back points, Mosey.
There you go. You see her more confident now. Now she's smiling and responding to this set. Rhea de Maculangan. It's a bit low, but still she's able to make a point out of it.
Very early timeout here for Rico de Guzman of Army.
Huwag niyong pabayaan na lumaki yung score. Tanda lang, kita niyo, pag maganda ang receive sa kabila, yung quicker di naman ganang pumapalo. Bakit hindi niyo tapatan? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, tapatan niyo, kahit ma-check natin, okay na yun. Basta mapabagal lang natin yung bola. And then pag nakuha ng bola, atake tayo na maganda, create tayo ng play na maganda. Ha? Huwag kayo magtapo ng bola, hindi natin kailangan mag-error.
Tiyaga ang kailangan.
Tsagayin natin yan.
Ari! Hindi kaya mo yan.
Well, matidinig natin, Mosey, yung concern sa boses ni interim head coach Rico de Guzman. Huwag nang pamayaan kasi namamaga na ng konti yung kalamangan ng PLDT.
And also the importance of blocking kasi again, yung blocking, hindi naman kailangan laging solid block eh. At least deflect or slow down the ball.
And it seems like the things that were working for Army in set number 1, they aren't doing here in set number 2.
Right, and sila naman yung nagko-commit ng errors at this point.
Easy put away by Ceballos in the last play. 3 points now for Ceballos. 7-point lead already. 2-point runs is the technical timeout for PLDT. Bunag attacking. Palomata playing excellent defense at the net. Combination play. Ceballos off the Gonzaga block.
Right, there was 2 blockers in front of her and yan yung mas settled because yung decision making Kasi Ceballos better in this attack. Nakita niya, pwedeng-pwede. Padaanin dun sa kamay ni Jovelyn Gonzaga. So, easy point for her.
First balls have not been good for Army here in the second set. Great pass by Tinagno. Here comes Gonzaga again. Basas picking it up. Back row attack. Agno sending it to Bunag. Agno with coverage. Gonzaga, the tip. Isa Virayes in the ballgame for the first time for PLDT. Bunag. Another long rally. Del Palomata looking for a block touch.
And they get it. Touch is called. Point goes to PLDT.
Del Palomata now with 5 points. Very active in this game today. The former University of St. LaSalle Bacolod player.
Tingnan mo, Eric, ang laki ng difference pag si Mika Reyes at saka si Del Palomata. Yung pag may activity sila inside the court. Nadadala yung buong team eh.
Back row. Another great play by Gonzaga, keeping the ball alive. Combination play, Ceballos. That ball deflected by Esguerra, which confused Ivy Perez.
So once again, better decision-making on the side of PLDT.
This is the last timeout of Army now, and they're down by 10 midway through the second set.
Ano nangyari? Hindi kayo makareceive. Ba't nagkakagulo kayo sa depensa? Kayo magkagulo sa depensa. Sundin nyo lang kung saan ang dating ng bola, kung saan yung malapit na tao, yun lang kumuha. Para hindi kayo habol ng habol, hindi kayo bagsak kayo ng bagsak dyan. Sundin nyo pa itong defense nyo. Kung ang blocker natin ng dalawa, yung isa nasa likod, sundin nyo lang para hindi kayo mapagod. Kayo higa na higa. Ha? Sige lang, kaya pa yan. Let's go. Kaya sukuhan yan. Ha?
Kaya yan.
Tsaka, umpisa natin, receive tayo. Tara, tara.
You love the confidence being instilled by Coach Rico de Guzman on the players. Kaya pa yan, but this is a, tall order even for Army. They're down by 10.
Although nasa beginning pa lang tayo, well, mid-portion of this second set. So kung ito yung mas madali pa humabol dito, di ba?
Well, if there's a time for you to come back, it has to be now if you're Army. Del Palomata, unbelievable. She's 6'3", but she moves like she's 5'9".
And yung connection niya ni Rhea de Macolangan, si Rhea is connecting with her middle so well the past 2 games. Kaya makikita mo sa resulta yung plays inside.
Biggest lead at 11 for PLDT right now. Esguerra partially blocked. Saved by Ceballos. Gonzaga blocked again. Such a huge factor at the net. Del Palomata. Combination play. Ceballos. Agno picking it up. Bunag. That's straight into the antenna as Army unable to get through the defense of Palomata.
So another error coming from the Lady Troopers.
And Ivy Perez forced to really try and send it all the way to the edge because Del Palomata just moves so well in the middle. Bunag blocked by Di Maculangan. Gonzaga sends it above the fingertips of Palomata. Basas. Bautista picking it up. Underhand set by Perez. Bunag attacking. Samonte with a dig. Ceballos. Perez back to Bunag. Standing spike for Bunag. Ceballos. That's outside. Right now they can afford a few errors.
That's what I was going to say. Well, PLDT can afford that one. Just trying to probably get a touch.
Still a double-digit advantage for the high-speed hitters. Great pass. Ceballos.
Gets a help in the tape of the net. 6 points for Ceballos. 12-point lead for PLDT over Army here in set number 2. The road to the PBA starts here. Tutukan ang PBA D-League Aspirants 2022 sa One Sports at PBA Rush. Gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happenings sa sports? Dito na lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat. Like, follow us on social media at One Sports PHL on all social media platforms. Del Palomata once again. I mean, Del right now is unstoppable. 7 points already.
That's true. Just got her confidence back in this second set. Scored a lot from the middle. Saka yung mga ganyan, yung mga power tip, power push.
And Del is coming off a 7-point performance in the 5-set win versus Petrogas. And she's already matched that output, and we're just in the second set. Jules Samonte. This is now a 14-point advantage for PLDT. As close to insurmountable as you can get right now in the Premier Volleyball League. And little change here going to be made by Army. As Jean Balse is in the game for the first time, replacing Anes Guerra. Let's see if she can help change the way the Lady Troopers are playing.
Pinasok na si Ate Ging. And again, it's really such a loss for sa Lady Troopers na hindi nakalaro today si Mitch Morente at si Royce Tobino. But nevertheless, nakita mo no first set, talaga a lot of activity going on. Yun lang, hindi ma-sustain yung energy until the second set. So let's see if they can recover on the next sets.
Well, a rare block against Del Palomata. So 2 straight points here for Army.
But credit Kat Alado, you know, she's been trying to pop up those balls.
She never gives up.
Relentless.
That service outside for Joanne Bunag, who will be the assistant coach of Tina Sala for FEU in the upcoming UAAP volleyball tournament. That's slated late this year.
Tama rin Tina Salak, you know, naman came from the FEU program also.
Both of them,
yes, both of them.
Bunag
That's why.
as well from FEU. So return of the comeback for these two. Going to be fun to see how they develop that lineup. Heather Guinoo is in the game for the first time, and she commits an error on the serve.
Well, see, Heather is going to be one of those steadier servers. But it happens, you know.
True. Again, they can afford a few errors there. Guinoo coming off a 3-point performance. Mika Reyes, everything is coming in easy for PLDT.
Yun nga you can notice na if yung middles, if they, you know, parang work and may nakikita mo yung blocking nila and yung offense nila, I think it translates to the other teammates also getting involved. So I'm talking about the PLDT team.
Underhand pass there as the first ball was low. Zabirai picking that up. Here's Soyud attacking. That is just outside. Soyud asking for a block touch. According to Erlindo Eusebio, there wasn't any. If you're Army, you just want to hit double digits here.
Correct.
And you're only 2 points away from getting 10 here before the set ends. Semana. Nika Reyes picked up by Perez. Gonzaga. Yes!
There you go, Jovelyn Gonzaga finding space.
And believe it or not, that's Gonzaga's first point in the second set. Semana and Soyud sit down. Makulakan and Basas return to close this one out.
You know, you can feel that si Coach George, ano, yung importance of closing this out immediately.
That's right.
Ang bilis ng subs niya eh.
Overpass. And easy point, back-to-back for Gonzaga. Probably the easiest spike for Gonzaga all match long. So Army finally in double digits here, but still down by 10. Ooh. Wow. And when things go wrong, I mean, everything goes wrong.
Parang yung kanina, no, yung nangyari din sa first set. It was PLDT who had a lot of errors, actually doubling the errors of the Lady Troopers.
And even the passing, the first balls are not there for Army. Gonzaga is blocked.
Once again, the high-speed hitters just guarding that middle portion of the net.
Now it's Nika Reyes manning the middle. 7 points for Reyes already. She only had 3 in the opening set. Much better pass this time. Villarreal will get the kill. But these good first balls have been far and few between for Army in the second set, Posey.
That is correct. Actually, that was the problem in the second set for the Lady Troopers. Yung first balls nila, unlike the... Kasi sila naman basta yung playable pa rin. They're able to still go for an attack, ano? But a play. But ito talagang error eh.
Push by Chin Basas. Basas with 3. Nika Reyes will serve, which is why Del Palomata returns. So PLDT will have a force in the middle defensively. Out of Pulilan, Bulacan, Nika Reyes. Good pass. As Villarreal on the attack. Basas, cross court, picked up by Perez. But the pass again, no good.
So once again, yung kanina kasi, even if they were small balls, low balls, pero napapop up nila at may pwede kumuha dun sa second ball. This time kasi, yung mga errors nila on the first ball, talagang tumadalsik, hindi nahahabol, hindi siya playable.
All change here. While PLDT is at set point, Sarah Jane Gonzalez in the game for the first time, along with Audrey Paran for Army. This is 13 set points for PLDT. Gonzalez sets it up for Bunag. Rejected. Everything going right offensively and defensively for PLDT. Defense just so good for the high-speed hitters right now. After losing 25-17 in the first set, they win 25-11 in the second set.
back to the game between the Lady Troopers and the high-speed hitters. 1 set apiece. Game natin today, as you can see, the set 2 highlights. Well, it was set that the high-speed hitters dominated, and everything not going the Army's way. So unlike the first set, they had poor first balls. They weren't steady in offense, and a lot of errors committed. While on the other side, PLDT had a lot of plays coming in, especially from the middles, and the blocking was there. So the offense was really good, and even the reception is better. So as you can see, really poor attacking in that second set by the Lady Troopers, 14-3. And pag blocking naman na pag-uusapan, dalawa for the high-speed hitters and isa lamang for Army. Yung errors were, well, this is a surprise, no? Same number of errors, but it looked more for the Philippine Army in that second set.
By the way, here's a fact. The 25-11 win by PLDT over Army in set number 2 is the biggest win by any team in the Invitational Conference.
Oh, wow. So, ganun kadikit, you mean to say, yung mga sets rin natin,
That's
even
right.
the scores and the sets, no, in this conference.
Well, set number 3, if Army plans to extend this match, they've got to take this one, or at least improve and change and turn things around. What a dig there by Agno. Gonzaga mistimed it, mishit the ball as well.
Well, that was a pretty big adjustment for Drew Gonzaga. She was way on the other side. Itong set na to, halos sa gitna lang na net. You can see her adjusting, but not enough height on that kill. At saka handang-handa na yung blockers ng PLDT.
Exactly. So she probably was intimidated because she had nowhere to go. The blockers were there. Gonzaga. That's much better, but there you go. Almost a get for PLDT, but they couldn't keep the ball in play.
That's a great combination play coming from the Lady Troopers.
Coach Rico de Guzman sitting in for Coach Kung Fu Reyes today. 1-all, set number 3. I mean, aside from the errors, which weren't very much, we saw it. 7 errors each as Mika Reyes scored. What are the things Army need to do here?
Well, they have to get back that energy that they showed us in the first set. Kasi yung tuloy-tuloy di ba? Yung movement inside the court. But in the second set, parang bumaba yung energy. And that's why, kumbaga nahirapan sila doon sa timing, ano? Yung tempo nila biglang nag-iba. Nag-drop yung tempo in the second set.
Pasas with the attack. Bunag. Let's go to Franny Reyes.
We saw Army struggle in that last set against the PLDT high-speed hitters due to errors, bad first balls, and Del Palomata. Actually, 7 of their 11 points came off of opponent errors. Now, I want to talk about Del Palomata. She had a shaky showing against the Petrogas Angels. I actually saw her, like, they took her out of the court during the first set, where one of the coaches actually took her aside just to talk to her. I saw her teammates talking to her. It seemed like she's a little bit frustrated in that game. And as you mentioned earlier, she only had 7 points there. But now we're seeing a much more relaxed, a much more confident Del, and that's definitely helping their team. And it's this kind of attitude and this kind of disposition that's really helping the PLDT high-speed hitters. So let's see if they can take this set as well.
Well, 7 points for Palomata in a 5-set win. Today she has 7, and we're just starting already.
Yeah.
Villarreal really struggling. That's her 3rd service error today.
Yes, Rico.
And I think Coach Rico is telling her, this is where you...
Yeah, you should be... you should serve.
Akala ko timeout eh.
Akala ko ilalabas na siya.
Exactly. Balse. Chance ball here for Army. Combination play. Yes, Jovi Gonzaga tips it in.
And the combination play has been working for the Lady Troopers. So, ang ganda lang ng adjustment na ginawa ng Army coming into this third set.
Lady Troopers up by 1, 4 serving 3. Over received. Balse with an easy kill.
Look at the celebration. You know, again, they have to really step it up, you know, and again, important game. At the same time, kulang sila eh, diba? 2-1 down yata ang Philippine Army. So, yung, pero makikita mo yung in their faces na ilalaban nila eh.
In case you just open your TV sets, no Honey Royce Tubino, no Mitch Morente for Army. Basas! Yes! 6 points for Basas, who missed the start of UAAP season 81 because of a shoulder injury. And she looks...
But she was really a promising player.
Yeah.
You knew that in time, under a good coach, she was going to be a star in her own right.
That's right. Panse, back-to-back points for the veteran. Balse, a season 69, UAAP season 69 champion. And also a bronze medalist in the 2005 SEA Games. Di makulangan to Basas. Bautista, that's into the net.
Yung intimidation ni Palomata. I think that worked on that last play. So maganda rin naman yung position na blocking ng PLDT.
Still a 1-point lead for Army though. Bautista with a tip. Basas with a dig. A push from Ceballos. 1-2 play for Ivy Perez. That's picked up again. Make that Samonte with a kill.
And Jules Samonte with just enough juice. It wasn't even a strong spike, just well placed on this loose ball.
Six all. Again, poor first ball here for Army. Bautista. Palomata. Wow! 8 points for Del Palomata.
And in various ways, push. This one is a hard spike.
And then kill blocks. PLDT now up by 1. 7-6. Bautista ties the game at 7.
Better try for Nene Bautista on this last play. Kanina, na-block siya ni Palomata. But this time, hindi kasi halos magkasabay yung blocking ni Rhea at ni Del. So, alam mo naman, Philippine Army again, look at the players the players with the Philippine Army, mga experienced players na yan. So, huwag mo bigyan butas or bigyan slide. But, I mean, Palomata.
Unbelievable. 8 points now for PLDT. We are in our technical timeout here in set number 3. Del Palamata now with 9 points, coming off a 7-point performance. Overpass easily put away by Jules Samonte, who now has 7.
So it's becoming a complete team effort now for PLDT. And that's how they won that game against Petrogas, actually.
Two-point lead for the high-speed hitters. Ceballos is rejected. But there's a net touch.
Right. So violation against the Lady Troopers.
Another early timeout here for the Lady Troopers.
Mga mukha nyo, hindi na maipinta. Eh, hindi pa naman tapos yung laro. Basta lumalaban tayo. Focus lang tayo sa ginagawa ng kalaban, ha? Hindi natin kailangan natin manalo dito. Sayang yung unang set natin, kung 1-1 pa lang yan, hindi pa tapos. Bago pa lang tayo nag-uumpisa uli. Okay, focus lang una. Kailangan na mag-continue yung pasa natin. Hindi tayo mananalo kung wala tayong pasa.
Well, Coach Rico de Guzman stressing the obvious. They will not win if they can't, execute their offense, and they can't execute the offense without a good first ball. That's been lacking in their gameplay today, at least in sets 2 and 3.
That's right. Diba kasi nga no first set, basta napapop up nila, nakaka-create sila ng play. No matter how low, basta playable. Ang mahirap yung pagka hindi na kayang kunin yung first ball. Yung second ball, no?
Service error by Del Palomata, so just 2-point game.
And sayang, they started this third set. Nandun uli yung energy eh. Pero nung lumamang na yung PLDT, medyo nag-low energy again.
What a save by Bautista. That's on the line. Excellent play by Kat Arado, making offense today for PLDT.
That is one crazy play. You see that in high school and in grade school. High school baka hindi na nga ngayon eh. Sa grade school na lang.
Kat Arado has 1 point so far in this match.
Yan yung mga plays na pagka napasok mo, talagang celebration. Pag hindi mo napasok, lagot ka sa coach mo.
Isa Viray is in the game again for PLDT. Chance ball for the high-speed hitters. Mika Reyes. Agno was there. Back row attack from Joanne Bunag. Going to be an easy over for Chin Basas. Gonzaga with a push. Isa Viray popping it up. Dimakulangan with a pass. Gonzaga again, down the line.
Jovelyn Gonzaga just not giving up after that. Alam na nga ba na rallies natin, Eric? Another long rally. Getting this off the block point.
Si George Pascua, si Coach nakaharang, makukuha yata sana ni Viray eh. Combination play and Jules Samonte knocking it in.
This time it's PLDT with a combination play. Nabenta ni Mika na kasama yung nakakuha siya na isang blocker.
PLDT up by 3, 12 serving 9. Third set. Middle attack is good for Jeanette Villarreal.
Nicely done. Solid hit.
And that's what you get. Great pass from Agno results in great offense for the Lady Troopers.
Now she's in the service line again.
She goes all the way to the back this time, Jeanette Villarreal. Let's see if this one goes in. Yes, it does. 4 points for Villarreal. Almost an ace there as well. Bunag. Samonte with a dig. Ceballos with a push. That's blocked by Gonzaga. Basas. Here comes Gonzaga again with a push. Cut, Arado diving for it. Excellent down the line play. Ceballos with 7.
Ceballos just on the right spot. Look at this hit. But credit half that point again to Arado.
Ceballos just found an opening in the back row. 3-point lead for the high-speed hitters. Another good pass. Palse, that's popped up by Reyes. Ceballos again.
Going down the line this time.
Back-to-back points for Fiola Ceballos.
Talaga, they have a lot of players that just at any given point can explode. Yun ang asset nakikita mo dito sa PLDT. Can be Eli Soyud, yung mga spark plugs, Eric, they have a lot. Yung yan si Ceballos, diba? Basta steady lang yung gitna. Yun ang nagiging laban nitong PLDT.
4-point lead now. Over receive, and Basas puts it away. High-speed hitters Mosley starting to pull away here in the third set. 15-10 PLDT. Another poor pass. Di makulangan. Palomata off the block of Palse. It's 16-10 PLDT. That sends us to our second technical timeout. Army down by 6 here in the third set. We're inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for the first game of your Saturday doubleheader PLDT and Army. As Migaraya serves into the net. We're one set apiece in this match so far, but PLDT in control, leading by 5 here in the third set. Which players from Army or PLDT do you trust the most in big games? Sabi ni Pau, Jovelyn Gonzaga and Ivy Perez are my go-to in big games. Jovs being the veteran and Ivy being the confident newbie in a veteran pooled team. Both can surely lift the Army Lady Troopers.
For me, the Bionic Delonga, Jovelyn Gonzaga in offense and defense, she really gave it an all. For the power hitters, it's Mika Reyes. Her blocking is always on fire. And Jules Samote, her offense, her defense is also power. Sabi naman niya from Army, I trust Ate Jobs. Panay Jovelyn tayo because we all know she's a game changer and captain who is always there to support the team.
There's Mika Reyes on your screens. Getting a little bit of a rest here. Their team up by 5 here in set number 3. And they have the momentum.
Yes. And yun nga, no, when they got their rhythm back after that first set loss, mas nag-iiba, pagpasok nila ng second set, nakita mo, di ba, steady kagad yung offense, yung service. Tapos wala, nagtuloy-tuloy na. Yun din naman yung kailangan. Kaya ang kulit rin ni Coach George talaga nung in the beginning, always saying na parang, come on, parang ano lang kayo, settle down, you know, because yun lang naman yung kailangan niya talaga.
Eli Soyud and Wendy Ann Semana back in the game for PLDT. Joanne Bunag coming off a kill. Serving now. 7 points for Bunag, who did not play against Chocomucho.
And when you see Bunag play, si John, makikita mo it's all about experience, eh, di ba? Yung hindi mo laging makikita ng powerful hits, pero from time to time, she will give you one, lalo na pag isa o walang blockers.
Just such a smart player.
Patama-tama lang sa blocker. Swipe.
That's low for Del Palamata. Only her second attack error. She has been so efficient today. 10 points for Palamata already.
So pinalikagan ni Coach George sa ganyan. Starters niya, passes and di makulangan.
Short serve. Almost an ace for Bunag. Chance ball here for Army. Bautista blocked. Gonzaga saving it. Bautista unable to get it across the net.
Medyo mahirap na yung posisyon ni Nene that time.
PLDT leading by 3.
Ceballos with 9 points already. Oh!
Rotation error for Army, Bunag, and I think Gonzaga, the wrong places. Good pass. Balse blocked by Palomata. There's an attack on the 1-2 play by Perez. Samonte picked up by Agno. Bautista tried to go down the line. It's wide.
Ano mo yung isa pang naging very effective for PLDT is that very mindful sila dun sa offense ni IB in this game. Diba, Eric? Yung second ball ni IB, oh, parang marami silang na-block eh. Always
sila,
ready for the block.
That's true. Great serve. Jem Gutierrez is back in the game. Balse with a push. Basas, counter push. Jem Gutierrez again, saved by Samonte. Battle at the net. Balse with a block. Back row, Ceballos. Balse in the middle. Basas picking it up. Here we go again, Samonte. Gutierrez. Viray pops it up. Samonte up and out. No, Ribbon outside, but Bunag picks it up. Gutierrez with a tip. And the crowd is on their feet here. Samonte. What a rally. Samonte with a kill finally. 9 points for Samonte.
Talk about saves, floor defense, and offense. Jules Samonte ending it with this one. Ano yung hard-fought point
Oh,
yun?
definitely. And I think the Lady Supers need a breather. Timeout by Coach De Guzman.
Okay, damdamin lang natin. Isa natin sa pasa. Ha? Yan muna tayo, one good pass lang lagi. Kung tayo ang receiver, one good pass lagi para makaplay tayo ng maayos. Kung tayo blocker naman, sundin pa rin natin yung defense natin. Ha? Huwag kayong sumuko hanggat hindi bumabagsak yung bola. Laban tayo. Okay? Sige, laban tayo, laban!
Army down by 6, Mosey.
Alam mo yung pag si Coach Rico or sa Army niya sinasabi yung huwag tayong sumuko. Parang iba yung ano eh. Iba yung weight, diba? Alam mo hindi susuko eh.
Agno with a good pass. Gutierrez partially blocked. Makulangan to Palomata as a check ball. No, apparently not, says our first referee, Orlindo Eusebio.
Eusebio, you can see in his face that he was so sure of it. Ayan na nga, tinawag na team captain.
Team captain Di Makulangan. Talking to our first referee. Obviously, That will not be overturned. It rarely happens. In fact, I've never seen it happen. Off-speed hit there by Samonte. She has 10 points already.
So we've seen a lot of offense coming from PLDT, off-speed, powerful hits, wipes from Palomata. Ceballos had her own placement hits.
That's right. Gutierrez powers one in. First point for Jem Gutierrez. Well, Army's still not out of it, Mosey.
That's true.
Only down by 5. Good serve by Perez. Ceballos from the back row. That's into the net. 2 straight points for Army. Coach Pasqua will call a timeout here.
Natin kailangan ng malakas eh. So importante, may pasok natin yung bola. Maraming mangyayari. Lahat ng pinuntos nila, yung mga error lang natin yun. So as much as possible, pag na-over natin yung bola kahit sa anong paraan, may chance tayong pumuntos. Pero kung hindi natin itatawid ang bola, automatic sa kanila yung pumuntos. Ha? Ano lang tayo? One stop. Ano lang na tayo doon? Ladies, aware tayo sa ganun, ha? Penalty.
PLDT led by as many as 6 points. Their lead is down to 4.
And if there's a team that can play catch up with their patience, Lady Troopers yun.
Let's remember, at Army, they lost the second set against Chocomucho, but they won the next 2. So let's see if they can replicate the same performance here today. Lost the second set. They're down by 5 here. There's Gonzaga's. No, apparently no block touch. She's saying there was one.
Wide, yeah, it was called wide.
She will not contest it. Yeah, parang wala, no? Meron ba?
Parang meron.
Parang meron. There's a push by Villarreal. What a save by Pasas.
Wow.
Gonzaga. Difficult angle. Gonzaga falls down. She gets back up and in the play. The block goes outside.
Oh, I think si Gonzaga hit her head in part of in referee stand.
Yeah, but she's saying she's okay.
Ano mo, kanina pa siya dun, ah.
Yeah.
I think that's the 3rd already.
Pasas bouncing the ball off her former teammate, actually, Villarreal. Audrey Paran out of National University is back in the game for Army. This is 6 set points for PLDT. 24 serving 18. Paran gets her first attack. It's in!
Going cross court, getting the point.
One set point save, 5 more for Arby.
And new connection worked that time.
That's right. Perez to Paran. Nicareyas dug up by Gutierrez. A chance ball for PLDT. Combination play. Basas. Agno was right there. Gutierrez from the back row. Popped up by Arado. Here comes Samonte. That's into the net. That's 4 touches.
Look at the Lady Troopers.
Yep. 2 set points saved already.
Right.
4 more to go. Samonte gets it through this time. So after wasting 2 set points, PLDT finishes it and gets a 5-point win here in the third set. 25-20. PLDT over Army in set number 3. It's a 2-1 advantage for PLDT over Army in the first game of our Saturday doubleheader right here at the Mall of Asia Arena, Pasay City. Take a look at highlights of set number 3.
Well, in the beginning, Eric, it was a close one, but towards the mid-portion, parang yung PLDT was dominating once again. Pero slowly, yung Philippine Army, they're just kicking their way in, you know, they're just trying to get back to that set. But in the end, yun na nga, nag-pull away itong PLDT. Pero nag-try pa rin, ano, yung Lady Troopers. But there was just a lot of attacks coming from PLDT. The high-speed hitters, look at them go. 16 attack points against the 13 of the Lady Troopers. Wala tayong block.
Yeah, and no aces,
no, and no aces in that set. Well, yung errors, well, more for Philippine Army. But that's just 2 more.
Yeah. But it's do or die now for the Lady Troopers. Must win here and the next set in order to advance to 3-1 in the standings. If they don't, PLDT will go up and Army will drop down to 2-2.
So this is really an important match, Eric, today. Dahil yun nga, you can determine yung, kumbaga, mas tataas yung chances mo if you win this one.
And like what we mentioned, you mentioned earlier, Mosey, again, magic number is 4 wins.
Or less, ano ka na, no? You're safe. Diba?
Only 3 more games, aside from today, 3 more game days left in the elimination. So very important the next few games for teams still in the hunt for a semi spot. 4th set underway and Samonte with her 12th point.
And then Samonte just developed to be a, hindi lang powerful but a smart hitter at that, diba? That becoming an open hitter for Coach George.
And even Agno struggling with the first ball. Basas kept alive by Gutierrez. What a cut shot there for Jem Gutierrez. Free ball for Army. Villarreal, single lady blocked by Samonte. Gutierrez against 2 blockers. Mika Reyes unable to connect with Dimakulanan, and that is the first point of Army here in set number 4.
Let's take a look at this once again. They weren't able to time it well. Yung back quick na yun. But you know, give credit also to the 2 liberos of di ba, of PLDT.
Oh, yeah.
Pagod na pagod sila today running after every ball.
Arado and
Both of
Giray
them, yes.
done a spectacular job. Agno backing up and saving the ball. Easy over for Bunag. Samonte again.
Jules Samonte going down the line, even challenging Agno in that last play.
Let's go to Franny Reyes.
You know, previously, Mika Reyes told me that what the team lacked was the ability to adjust to what the coaches want. And we actually saw that, you know, in the first set, you know, they weren't doing so well. But since then, they have adjusted. They've improved. They're playing much more efficient volleyball in terms of your overall floor defense, blocking, and their attacks. But on Army's side of the net earlier, sinisigaw nila ang walang imposible. This is a team that studied each individual player to prepare according to Agno. And, you know, they know what to do against PLDT. But they need to use their eagerness to win. Uhaw na daw silang manalo, and it'll take much of that eagerness to stay alive in this match.
The Army short 2 players today as Perez unable to get the good pass. And no Honey Roy Stubino, no Mitch Morente for Army today. PLDT is at full strength.
Mahirap rin naman talaga because those 2 players, siguro si Mitch would average about siguro halos double-digit rin siguro.
That's true.
And, Roy Stubino would also give you some numbers.
And also, no Kung Fu Reyes today. We have to mention that. For Army, Rico de Guzman is the interim head coach today. There's Gonzaga with a kill. Ties the game at 3. Good save by Bunag. Barce falls short on the 3rd touch.
That was a miss-hit from King. Something that you don't usually see.
Former national team member. Gonzaga through the block of Palamata and Ceballos. 11 for Gonzaga, but she is the only player in double digits for Army. Nice serve. Arado with a receive. Oh, Ceballos knocking that one in. 10 points now for Ceballos.
And the firepower coming from the speed hitters are just coming from all over, Eric, and from whoever.
3 players in double digits for PLDT. Ceballos 10, Palomata 10, Samonte with 13. And like what we mentioned for Army, Ceballos gets an ace. Only 1 player in double digits. That's Gonzaga with 11. Ceballos now, that's got to be 11 points now.
But you can see on the side of the Lady Troopers that Ivy's trying to really spread it out, you know, setting it to, well, mostly Jobin, kasi siya nga lang naman talaga yung nagre-respond. But then also giving it to Bunag, to Balse.
Timeout here by Army. They're down by 3.
Pag alam mo humingi ng bola, dumidikit na itong one dito. Dalawa na blocker niya dito. Blocker niya na to. Ito na si Balse. Dalawa na to. Nandito kayo. Ito yung open spiker mo. Huwag mo na ipilit dito kay Balse. Dalawa na yung blocker niya. Makikita mo naman yan eh. I-kim mo lang sa kanya and then bigay mo lang din sa open. Ha? Pag itubo mo ka na lang, saka mo siya bigyan ng single block. Kaya naman yung single block. Pag pero dalawa, mahirapan na yan. Sige lang, gano'n lang. Pasa lang ulit tayo. Pasa. Pasa lang tayo, pasa.
What needs to happen here, Mosey, as PLDT starting to flex here in set number 4?
Well, definitely si Coach George will really want to end this here, this set. Well, on the other side, si Coach Rico naman, talagang ibibigay na lang niya lahat na push all the buttons that he can. Putting in Gutierrez and probably siguro mamaya rin si Villarreal had a good offense kanina. But just expect the Philippine Army to go all out.
Another long rally starting to unfold. Basas. Gutierrez with the pass. Balse in the middle. Bunag. Pancake save is no good. PLDT takes us to our first technical timeout. They are up by 4.
Still serving for PLDT, Villonas and Baños.
PLDT 8-4 versus Army. They are looking good here in set number 4. Up 2-1 as well. Another free ball given up to PLDT. Combination play. Samonte with an off-speed hit.
Well, I think yung Philippine Army, they should really be, kumbaga, have better first balls now. Hindi na pwede angat-angat na lang kasi energy nag-low na diba? So, kailangan better and more stable first balls kasi they can create naman attacks na that works for them, diba? Like yung kicking balls, basta maganda lang naman yung pasa.
Gonzaga will set it up too close to the net and nowhere to go for Bunag. Easily blocked there.
Bantay na bantay lang din si John Bunag kasi siguro mas mababa niya when she hits the ball. It's a bit low already. That's why easy lang for the blockers even with Rhea de Maculangan.
2-point run since the technical timeout for PLDT. Balse with a push blocked again.
Oh,
that's double contact.
Yeah.
Oh, lift caught against Gonzaga.
Medyo nagtagal yung bola dun sa kamay ni Joe. Take a look at this once again. Parang nag-curve Kinerve pa niya.
There you go. 3-point run. That stops on a service error by Fiola Ceballos. Coach Pascua looking satisfied so far with the performance of the high-speed hitters. They are leading by 6. Palomata off the block. 1-2 play. Perez. Palomata again. She will not be denied 2 straight times.
And you like the confidence na kahit na hindi niya nagawa on the first, will still try. Sipag yun going for a quick hit once again.
Palomata with 11, Ceballos with 11, Samonte with 14. Balse will sit down and Anis Guerra, who played the entire first set, is back in the game after sitting out sets 2 and 3.
We'll expect a lot of adjustments on the side of the Lady Troopers dito kay Coach Nico. Siyempre, susubukan niya. They have to get this set to stay on this match.
Perez sets it up. Gutierrez is blocked. 2 straight blocks against Army in this sequence. Esguerra. There's a net touch. Going to be called against Di Maculangan, it seems.
Di Maculangan. Na-off na yata yung balance niya. Sumubsub siya sa net. Let's try to look at this once again. Ayan, pagbagsak niya. Cannot deny that violation.
Esguerra with a good serve.
Right.
Oh, quick reflexes by Di Maculangan, send it across the net. Gutierrez gets it against one of the better liberos in the tournament. Catarado, 2 points for Jem Gutierrez.
off speed was placed so well. This is why yung mga coaches natin, gusto nila kahit loose ball, you'll still attempt for an attack. You'll never know.
That's true. You catch somebody out of position. Nika Reyes, was there a block touch? No signal from any one of the Lions judges. So Erlindo Eusebio awards the point to Army.
He made sure he looked at everybody, maybe thrice over.
Oof, that was close. Oh, Jules Samonte, the two blockers were established, but she still powers through. 15 points now for Jules.
13-38. Now serving Rhea Dimapulagan.
5-point lead for PLDT. 30-year-old Rhea Dimaculangan out of Batangas. Villarreal. Cross court is good.
There you go. Alam mo yung offense ni Villarreal, okay naman today. Mas naging problema yung kanyang service.
Yeah.
Pero yun na nga, she wasn't given so much time when it comes to to show her offense today.
8 points in their last game, Jeanette Villarreal. Today, only 5 so far. That's into the net. The rare error for Samonte, who's been playing so well today. Coach Pasco will call a timeout here. His 5-point lead is down to 3. We'll listen in.
Huwag tayo masyadong magpapabaya. Okay? Lahat ng pinunto sila is error na naman natin eh. So avoid natin yung ladies. Hindi siya magandang attitude as a player. Yung magbibigay tayo sa kalaban. Okay? Kung nagkamali ka man isa, okay lang. Pero kailangan may bawi tayo. Hindi pa pwedeng gagawa yung kalaban ng tatlo. Hindi tayo nagre-react. Mag-react tayo sa ginagawa, ha? Let's go, let's go. Kaya na yan, kasi natin. Go.
Cover kami sa'yo.
Okay, PLDT.
Well, Coach Pasqua just wants the team to be conservative with their errors. You make one, try and make up for it. Hindi yung you give up 2 straight, 3 straight.
Ganun naman talaga dapat, especially when you're in the professional level already. Kailangan madali mong malimutan yung errors mo at ang pinakamagandang makalimot is bumawi ka kagad.
16. Go ahead.
Sorry, you cannot have that tail spin na sometimes when you see in mga younger players.
A push there by Samonte. Perez to Gonzaga. Again, the blocks of PLDT so good from sets 2 onwards. But Gutierrez finds a way, sees an opening and scores.
Right. Look at her go. Starting to think that ito, mid-portion na yung basta back row space. Na, wala na yung nagbabantay ito. No defenders.
A little run here for Army. Yes, Mosey.
And yung Army, that's what they should do, no? Maybe just look for those open spots. Huwag na sila yung sa kung power because just try to outsmart yung PLDT.
Jem Gutierrez, back-to-back points. And it's just a 1-point game now. 8-2 run for the Lady Troopers. Army, we're down by as many as 7 points. They get a chance to tie here. Samonte to the rescue.
That's right. Always, always.
Samonte now with 16. She's coming off an 18-point performance.
That's, I guess, the steadiest player so far on the side of
I agree.
PLDT.
Service ace for Samonte. That's going to be 2 aces for Samonte in the match so far. And it happened in the blink of an eye, Mosey. Army had a chance to tie at 11-12, but then all of a sudden, PLDT pulled away, and they're up by 3 now. But it's been a Jem Gutierrez showcase so far in the last sequence.
Galing eh, no? Yung bunot rin ni Coach Rico. Trying to just, get the remedy.
Yeah.
Diba? That kahit band-aid remedy is really easy, no? But still, because he knows that this is an important match for them also.
The last 3 points of RB have come from Jem Gutierrez. There's a block by Bunag. And after the 3-point run by PLDT, Army answers back and they are again within 1.
Yun nga, yung don't give up. Diba?
Yeah.
Kanina pa sinasabi ni Coach Rico yan.
Chance to tie on the Gutierrez serve for Army. Basas. There's a net touch against Bunag. And gives PLDT a little breathing room here. Up by 2, 16-14. Fourth set. Inside the Mall of Asia Arena, our venue for today, in anticipation of a big crowd. Right now, starting to build up a big game. 2 of the tournament favorites meeting up in our second game today, Choco Mucho and Creamline. But right now, Army down by 2, Mosey, and they're fighting back, like you mentioned.
Yes, you can see na talagang they're trying everything, and they're not going down without a fight. So, in fact, they're very much in this game so
definitely.
far, yes.
They came as close as 1 point. Ceballos with a push. It's pretty high, but Joanne Bunag just came up short.
Sayang yun. It was a high return from the high-speed hitters. Pero tama ka, Eric. Punong-puno na tayo sa taas.
Yep,
oh.
especially
Wow.
sa gallery.
Nice to see that.
And there was a long queue at around 12:30 outside. There's Villarreal knocking it in.
There you go. Ito hindi natin siya masyado nakita on offense kanina eh.
6 points for Villarreal. And a funny fact about Villarreal, her number was 3 in college, FEU, but she had to change that because FEU retired the number that was Takis' number, so she had to change it. Another good rally starting to unfold. Nice block by Gonzaga on Ceballos. Ceballos saves it. Chance ball for Army. Esguerra. Basas off the block. Esguerra on a 1-2 play. Nice save by Bunag. But Chin Basas puts it away as the ball was right in the middle.
Right, it was a gift actually. This return by Lady Troopers. Naging regalo eh.
Bunag popped it up. Unfortunately, it wasn't a safe ball. So back to a 3-point lead for PLDT. Overpass again. Bunag. Palomata puts it away. Del Palomata, that's going to be 12 points for her. Gonna be the final timeout as you see Palomata here with a kill. Final timeout for Army. They're down by 4, 19-15 against PLDT.
Sayang eh, kung yun ibigay mo, nagkombinasyon kayo, pwede yung sinasabi ko sa'yo. Kung kinombinasyon mo, quick, bumuka na yung block, kung kombinasyon 8-3, o kaya dulo, pwede na yun. O kaya Jolb 5. Pag may challenge yung malaki na yun doon, kung gusto mo yung challenge yung pasamahin mo sa kanya, bigay mo ng patong. Okay, sige lang. Okay na. I-iwan lang natin. Kapitan natin yan. Abulin natin yan. Pasa lang tayo.
All right, this is it. If Army's ever going to come back, it's now or never.
Oh, yeah.
No more timeouts for Coach Rico de Guzman. A 4-point lead is obviously not insurmountable.
It's still manageable actually, and we're not, well, close to the 20s.
Yeah.
Diba? Yun yung mahirap na pag nandiyan eh. Oh, but poor connection on the B play.
Ivy Perez obviously disappointed. She could not get Esguerra to finish that. Now it's a 5-point advantage. And Army down by 5. PLDT needs 5 to win. Bunag. Yes!
There you go, Bunag with an off-the-block point.
What a performance today for Joanne Bunag, the veteran. After not playing against Choco Mucho, she has 9 today.
That's right. Yung malaki rin yung contribution. Talaga nung, like, lahat ng pinasok ni Coach Rico. Gutierrez.
That's true.
Diba? And,
Gutierrez with 5, Villarreal with 6.
Exactly.
Oh!
They're really trying to make up for the absence of their 2 players.
That's right.
Mitch and Royce. So, they're really trying their best. As you can see that in them. Pero there's just too much really firepower naman coming from PLDT. So, nahihirapan din sila.
Bunag gets it through the block. Oh, amazing back-to-back points for Bunag. She has 10. Second player in double digits for Army.
They just keep on, yun lang yung game plan. They just keep on trying. Diba? And yun nga, may resulta naman na nangyayari. So still, well, PLDT still in the lead.
Army needs 4 to tie. PLDT needs 4 to win. Palomata. That was softened by the block. Here comes Gutierrez. Block. And Army falls short. And now things are looking bleak for the Lady Troopers. Down by 5. Heather Ginoo. Coming off a 3-point performance. Started playing when she was 5 years old.
Oh, wow. Aga.
Nice serve. Gonzaga will have to set it. Gutierrez rejected.
It has been really the blocking of PLDT. Even in the last game, same story. Ang very intimidating kasi yung blockers nila. And because they're very efficient. Diba? Naging intimidating sila because the opponent known na yung maltaas yung percentage nila sa blocking.
That's right. 16 blocks in their win versus Petrogas. I'm talking about PLDT. And they get one through this time, Army. But PLDT is 2 points away from winning the match.
Substitution for the Lady Troopers, number 2, out. Number 9, Audrey Parane.
Paran will check in to replace Esguerra. Wait a minute. Erlindo Eusebio needs them to formalize this. No, I think the substitution was denied. And a yellow card against Army.
Baka naka-anim na sila. Lumagpas na.
The technical committee is checking it. All right. So delay of game warning for the Lady Troopers. Total blocks in the game, Mosey, 8. As the service out for Esguerra. This is going to be 6 match points for PLDT. 8 block points for PLDT whole game, only 4 for Army.
Yun ang naging difference once again. But it's also the presence really of the two. Where even hindi siya block point, yung nadideflect nila yung bola, diba? Yung nasa-slow down nila, they're always there. Napakasipag ng blockers, and I'm talking about Mika Reyes and Del Palomata.
Gutierrez hits that outside, and the game is over. PLDT wins in 4 against Army. And PLDT will go up to 3-1 in the standings. A win away from a semis slot. Meanwhile, for Army, this will hurt. They will drop down to 2-2, although they still have 2 more games remaining. It's going to be a tougher road ahead.
That's right, Eric. And what's more painful is that on a roll sila, hot.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, really a hot team.
That's
yung
true.
On momentum sila. But ito, biglang namatayan ng momentum because of that challenge nga. Missing 2 players, 2 key players actually.
And here's the confirmation of the 4-set win by PLDT over Army. Let's take a look at the highlights of Del Palomata, our best player of the game.
That's right. Alam mo, there's so many to choose from. Yun, Samonte had 17, Basas had also 11, Ceballos had 13. But Del Palomata with her 12 points today. And the activity inside, yung participation niya kasi dun sa middle, talagang naging very present. And I think that distracted the attackers of Army also. Lalo na pag nasa harap si Del. And also Mika, I mean, grabe yung 1-2 match nila eh.
And right now, Del Palomata, our best player, is with Franny Reyes.
Congratulations, Del, on that win and on being the best player of the game. So my first question for you, mas kampante ka today compared sa game mo versus Petrogas. Paano ka nag-prepare? Ano yung naging mindset mo versus Army Black Mamba?
Siguro po naging preparation ko po is maging aggressive lang po sa lahat ng sa palo, sa black. Ano po?
Now,
maging aggressive lang po.
I also wanted to ask, paano nakatulong yung teammates mo sa game mo, lalo na yung mga veterans sa team, kagaya ni Mika Reyes na middle blocker din?
Malaking tulong po. Sobrang sila yung nagmo-motivate sa akin, especially sa laro kapag nadadown ako. Sila yung inuugutan ko ng lakas. Okay.
And now, is there anyone that you want to greet? Anyone you want to say hello to?
Hello po sa mga family ko sa Aklan, especially sa father ko po, kay Dan Juanico, sa tita ko po, Maria Teresa Yang, sa lahat po nang nanonood at sumasuporta sa PLDT po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Del, and congratulations again.
Thank you
Alam mo, sabi ni Rhea de Maculangan sa akin, interview ko daw si Del. Di ko na-interview kanina before the game, pero parang psychic tong si Rhea. So, let's go back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Franny. Congratulations. Del Palomata, 7-point performance against Petrogas today. With 12, 4-set win is the result by PLDT over a, Army team that has been confident, getting great wins in their past couple of games.
Yun talaga yung naging story dito. Yung aggressiveness ni Del, dinala niya in this game. And they proudly also know that it is an important game also for them as well. To be, kumbaga, to have a better chance of making it to the next phase. And here are the highlights on the set number 4. The Army naman did not go down without a fight. And Bunag was at her best in this set. And si Jovely, nakita mo, really sinusubukan pa rin niya with her attacks. But again, it was just a complete team effort. Imagine 4 double-digit players on the side of the PLDT.
Take a look at our statistics, Mosey.
Yun na nga, that's why they've PLDT producing high-speed hitters, producing 13 points, 3 more for them in this set. Blocks. Ito na eh. Ito talaga yung storya. 5 block points for them against the 2 of the Lady Troopers. Opponent air salts, pareho lang naman. Service, lumamang din dito ang PLDT. So everything just went their way. Although lumalaban nga yung Lady Troopers, but it just wasn't enough. Kulang na kulang talaga.
Excellent efforts by the high-speed hitters as they climb up to 3-1 in the standings. And Army Troopers fall down to 2-2. Coming up next, Creamline and Choco Mucho. Thank you to our director, Raul De Ocampo, for Franny Reyes, and my partner, Mosey Rivera. I'm Eric Tipan. Keep it right here for more Invitational Conference action of the PVL. This is our coverage on One Sports.